Hello, and welcome to episode 10 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-op video games of yesteryear. Today I will be reviewing one of my favorite games of all time, Donkey Kong Jr. Donkey Kong Jr. was released by Nintendo in 1982 as a sequel to the popular Donkey Kong. My first time playing this game was at Colony Foods grocery store in hometown Illinois. Donkey Kong Jr. is a platform game similar to the original Donkey Kong in which you control your character with a four-way joystick and a jump button, although that is where the similarity ends. In this game, the tables have turned, and Mario has captured Donkey Kong, and you control Jr. in an attempt to save your papa. You climb and jump your way through 4 different boards. This game has totally new enemies, Snapjaws, Nitpickers, and Sparks. The first level is the Vines level. You need to climb up and down vines to get the key to rescue Papa. The enemies on this level are 2 types of Snapjaws. The red Snapjaws are able to climb up and down the vines, although they are limited to the section that they start in. There are also blue Snapjaws that are released by Mario, and they will go either left or right and then go down one of the vines, and they will fall into the water when they reach the bottom of the vine. After getting the key, Mario pushes the caged Donkey Kong off screen. The next level is the Keys level, where you need to push 6 keys up the chains in order to unlock parts of the cage holding Donkey Kong. The red Snapjaws are back in this level and are joined by Nitpicker birds. Birds are released by Mario and they fly across the top of the board from left to right, then they fly down the board edges and then fly right to left. They do this 2 more times, right to left and then left to right before flying off screen. After all 6 keys are pushed into position, both Mario and Donkey Kong will fall to the ground. Junior catches his Papa and Mario will chase after you, but Papa kicks Mario back across the screen. The next level is the Springboard Level. This level only has the Nitpicker birds as an enemy. When beginning the level, you must first jump on a springboard in order to make it to the next step. If you time your jump properly, you'll jump higher to the moving platform. If you mistime your jump, you must either jump back to the original platform or take the long way around. By taking the long way around, you must avoid eggs being dropped by the birds while waiting for the vine to move into a safe jumping range. The last level is Mario's Hideout. This level consists of 4 floors that have 2 different types of sparks that rotate around them. The yellow sparks will move in the same direction that you move, and they will stay on the same level throughout the game. The blue sparks are released by Mario and travel in the opposite direction that you move, and will move downward from level to level via connecting pathways. Junior has various fruits scattered around the playfield, and you collect points for knocking them down by touching them. These fruits can be used as an offensive weapon to destroy your enemies by dropping the fruits onto them. You score 400 points for each fruit you drop. You will also receive 800 points for destroying an enemy, 1200 points for destroying a second enemy, and 1600 points for destroying every enemy after that. You also receive points for jumping enemies, 100 points for jumping 1 enemy, 300 points for jumping 2 enemies, and 400 points for jumping 3 enemies. Donkey Kong Jr. was released in the United States as well as Japan, although the order of the boards is different. In the US, level 1 is Vines first, then Keys second. On level 2, the board order is Vines, Springboards, then Keys. On level 3, the board order is Vines, Mario's Hideout, then Keys. On level 4 and further levels is Vines, Springboards, Mario's Hideout, then Keys. The Japanese release of Junior, the board levels is the same for all levels. Vines first, then Springboards, then Mario's Hideout, then the keys. Just like the original Donkey Kong, you have a bonus timer that starts from a base time and decreases 100 points around every 2 seconds. When the timer reaches 900, it changes color and plays a warning tune to warn you that your time is almost up. If the timer reaches 0, you will die in a few seconds. The bonus timer starts at 5,000 for level 1 and increases 1,000 points per level until it reaches the maximum of 8,000 points. Donkey Kong Jr. has the same kill screen glitch, just like the original Donkey Kong, that when you reach level 22, your bonus timer only starts with 100 points, and when that clicks off, it rolls to 4,000, but you will die when it reaches 3,700, no matter if you hit an enemy or not. The reason for this is the program sets the timer using a formula of the level number plus 4, then multiply by 10. That gives you the number of clicks on the timer from 50 to 80. If the number is higher than 80, it defaults back to 80. But when you reach level 22, the machine does the formula 22 plus 4, then times 10. That equals 260. But the highest number an 8-bit game can read is 255. So the counter rolls over and the end result is 4, so you only get 4 clicks of the bonus timer before you die. Donkey Kong Jr. was my favorite game when it came out because it was the first sequel game in its time that was completely different from the original. Back then, sequel games were very similar to the original, such as Space Invaders Part 2, Asteroids Deluxe, and Super Breakout. Looking at the original versus the sequel at a glance, it is almost impossible to differentiate the difference between the games, whereas Donkey Kong Jr. in no way looked like the original Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr. withstands the test of time and is as fun today as it was when it first came out. I still play this game when I can find it in an arcade as well as on main, and highly recommend playing it if you get the chance. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos.